Just last night on Raw, you announced that your uncle, WWE Hall of Famer Bret the Hitman Hart, will be in your corner at WWE Payback in less than 2 weeks on WWE Network for your match against the champion Charlotte. This will be Bret's first appearance since successful treatment for prostate cancer last fall. What does it mean for you to have him back among the WWE superstars?
Well, thank you so much, Todd, for having me. I was a little surprised I didn't get coach, but
But surprised in a good way, right?
Yes, of course. Yeah, you mentioned Bret Hart accompanying me to Payback, and I mean, Bret is a survivor. He is a hero. He embodies everything that we look up to in heroes, and to have him, with me at Payback in my corner, it just means the world to me, because I know that the last year in particular has been really, really hard for him. And it's just very symbolic of the person that he is, to be so giving and to really want to be there for me. And I'm so proud of him, and I want everybody to really, be able to kind of celebrate him. And obviously the match is going to be awesome, but because I'm in it. But it'll be great, and it's just so good to have Bret there, and just feeling good, and have everybody show that support to him too.
Of course, you're part of the famous Hart family from Canada. Your father, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, who had stints in the NFL in the 70s, was Bret's tag team partner in the 80s and 90s, known as the Hart Foundation. And of course, your grandfather, the legendary Stu Hart. What was it like growing up in a family with such deep roots in sports entertainment?
Well, wrestling is really in my blood. And, with such a deep lineage with my grandfather, my uncles, my father, for me, it really was a natural fit. And when you grow up, with a wrestling ring in your yard, you're gonna definitely get in it at some point. My grandfather had a wrestling ring in his yard, but he also had what we call the dungeon. And the dungeon was in his basement. My grandfather's house was called the Hart House. It was built in the early 1900s, and the dungeon was just this little room that ended up becoming really famous for all the people, superstars that trained there. And so I was one of the first females to ever train in the dungeon. And that place was really where I learned how to, become strong and develop a thick skin so I could survive this crazy women's division that's in the WWE.